Hey guys, today we're making a potato soup. This soup is really good. It's one of Grace's favorites, and it's also loaded with fiber, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C, all that good stuff. Really healthy, and it's easy too. Just one pot, easy cleanup. So these are some of the ingredients that we're using. We're using about 2 diced potatoes, about half of a large onion or like a small onion. We're also using a celery root in this soup. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen celery root before, but don't judge a book by its cover. I know it's ugly on the outside, but it's beautiful on the inside, and it's so healthy for us. It tastes great, really good in soup. Isn't that funny, Grace?
Yeah.
Alright, we're putting a leek in, some parsley, some celery, and some cheese. Cheese is Grace's favorite ingredient. We're just going to we're going to garnish the soup with some cheese. And then I'm also throwing in a little seasoning too. I like this vegan bouillon cube. It's really good. It's kind of like imitation chicken broth. So you can use whatever kind of broth you like, chicken broth, vegetable broth, or your own seasonings, whatever you like to kind of season the soup. Alright, let's get started. So I have most of the ingredients chopped up already, but I am going to show you guys how to cut up a celery root and how to cut up the leeks. Okay, to get started with the celery root, we're going to chop off both ends. So that we have a flat surface to work on. So we're just going to chop that off. So we got a flat surface, and then you're just going to shave the skin so that we got the so that we just have the pearly white inside. Like that. Celery root is a late fall vegetable, so it's in season right now. Pretty inexpensive too. This whole soup is actually really inexpensive. Okay. So we just got the white parts. And then we're going to dice this up.
I'm done.
So with the leek, we're going to just chop off these hairy end right here and toss that, and then we're going to cut off some of the top green parts. We don't need all of this green, so we don't have to use these. Then when you got this, just slice it in half. Like that. And with leeks, there's a lot of dirt. There's usually going to be a lot of dirt in between, so we're going to actually wash these too once we're done slicing them. Okay. And then to wash them, yeah, see, look at all this dirt. So we're going to put them in a bowl. Want to help me, Grace?
My fault.
And then we're going to add some water to the bowl. Fill the bowl with some cold water, and then we're just going to kind of play with it in the water a little bit. This is fun. And of course we washed our hands before we started all this. It's a good thing to teach kids when you have them in the kitchen too. So you wash your hands before you prepare something, but this is kind of fun. Just kind of get all that dirt off that's in between the leaves. And instead of throwing this in a colander though, when we're done with this, all the dirt's kind of settled on the bottom.
See, I'm done.
So when we're done with this, then we're just going to kind of pick them up and transfer them to a colander so that we don't get all the dirt that we just got off back on the leaves. all the ingredients into the empty pot, we're going to put the water on top of all the ingredients. So Grace, you want to just start putting all the ingredients in? Put the heat on high, kind of stir it up a little bit, and bring this all to a boil. Once it's at a boil, then put it on move it to low heat and simmer for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so after about 2 hours, now we're gonna just blend it up with this handy dandy immersion blender. So we're just gonna kind of puree the soup a little bit. You could also do this with a blender. You can work in small batches and blend it up in a blender. But it should be a creamy soup. It shouldn't be like a clear broth or anything. It should be nice and creamy and thick. And I am doing this so Grace doesn't get any hot water splashed up at her. Okay. When it's blended up nice and smooth and creamy, let's transfer this into a bowl. Alright, now we're just going to top the soup with some different stuff. We're going to add some cheddar cheese. If you want to make this soup vegan, you can just omit the cheddar cheese.
Let me show you something.
Okay, let's see. Oh, first you're going to do some oyster crackers? We got oyster crackers, we have bacon, and we have some cheddar cheese we're going to put on top. What are you doing? Are you making the smiley face?
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows? Beautiful. I love it. Such a friendly looking soup.